Welcome to Mindful Minerva. Have you ever wondered why you love the way you do? Why do you have the relationship habits you have, and what role did your upbringing play in shaping them? Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of how your upbringing affects your love styles. Before we jump into this intriguing topic, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our future videos relating to the human mind. With that, let's get right into it. The pivotal role of attention you receive from your parents during your upbringing can play a big part in your love style. This aspect of your early life can significantly shape it, and the way you navigate relationships in adulthood. Imagine growing up in a household where you were showered with love, care, and validation. In such an environment, you might have developed a strong sense of security and self-worth. The constant validation and emotional support from your parents likely bolstered your confidence. As a result, you may carry a positive, secure love style into your adult relationships. On the other hand, consider the experience of those who faced neglect or indifference during their formative years. Research suggests that inconsistency in attention, or a lack of emotional nurturing, can have profound consequences. It can plant the seeds of insecurity, leaving you with a deep longing for validation in your romantic endeavors. This craving for attention can manifest as clinginess or an ongoing quest for affirmation in your relationships. The connection between your early experiences and your love style is a powerful one. It highlights how your upbringing can be a foundational factor in determining whether you feel secure and fulfilled in your romantic relationships, or whether you struggle with insecurity and the constant need for validation. Understanding this link is the first step towards personal growth and healthier connections in your love life. Next, let's discuss the complex and often challenging terrain of how traumatic events during childhood can reverberate throughout your adult love style. Trauma such as the loss of a loved one, witnessing violence, or enduring abuse can cast long shadows over your emotional landscape, greatly influencing how you approach relationships. Picture a child who has experienced the painful loss of a parent, sibling, or even a close friend. This kind of trauma can lead to a heightened fear of vulnerability. The young mind, in an attempt to protect itself from further pain, learns to build emotional barriers. It might become difficult to open up and let others in. This pattern, carried into adulthood, can create challenges in forming deep, meaningful connections in romantic relationships. Alternatively, think about the child who grew up in an environment where violence was a regular presence. Witnessing violence can lead to a profound sense of unease and insecurity. In such circumstances, the child might learn to constantly be on guard, expecting harm or betrayal around every corner. In adulthood, this can translate into a love style marked by extreme caution, difficulty letting go, and a tendency to perceive threats where they may not exist. And then there's the haunting specter of enduring abuse during childhood. This traumatic experience can leave emotional scars that take years to heal, if ever. Individuals who have suffered abuse may develop deep-seated trust issues, rendering it incredibly challenging to open up and feel safe in their romantic relationships. Understanding how your past traumas connect to your love style is not just enlightening. It's also a crucial step in the path to healing and personal growth. It means facing these painful experiences and their lasting impact on your life. It means acknowledging the fears, insecurities, and barriers that trauma has erected within you, and making a conscious effort to overcome them. We now move towards how your family's attitudes towards emotions can sculpt the very core of your love style. The way emotions were handled in your household during your formative years can be a pivotal force in shaping your emotional intelligence and the way you approach romantic relationships. Imagine growing up in a home where emotions were embraced and encouraged. In such an environment, you were likely taught to express your feelings freely. This nurturing of emotional expression can result in a love style characterized by openness and comfort with your own emotions. You may find it easier to communicate your feelings in your relationships and connect with others on a deeper, more intimate level. Now consider the opposite scenario: a family environment where emotions were suppressed, ignored, or even dismissed. In such a setting, you might have learned to keep your emotions hidden, to bottle them up, or to dismiss them as unimportant. This can lead to challenges in emotional intimacy as an adult. You might find it difficult to share your feelings, not because you don't have them, but because you've been conditioned to believe they're better kept hidden. This can result in misunderstandings and difficulty in connecting with your partner on a profound level. The link between your early exposure to emotional expression and your love style highlights the immense impact your family can have on your emotional well-being and your ability to connect with others. It underscores the importance of recognizing how your upbringing may have influenced your emotional intelligence and love style. Understanding this connection is the first step towards unlocking your emotional potential and having healthier, emotionally connected relationships. It means recognizing any barriers that may have been constructed in your formative years and dismantling them to allow for more authentic emotional connections. The intricate dynamics of parental approval and criticism can have a big influence on your love style. The way your parents validated or critiqued your actions and choices during your upbringing can have a lasting impact on how you seek approval and navigate relationships in adulthood. Consider a childhood environment where your parents' validation was often contingent on your behavior. In such a setting, you might have learned that love and acceptance were earned through meeting certain expectations. This upbringing can lead to a love style where you seek external approval in your adult relationships. You may find yourself constantly striving to meet perceived standards, making it challenging to feel secure or loved without consistent validation from your partner. On the flip side, shift your perspective to an upbringing marked by constant criticism. When your parents were consistently critical of your actions, it can foster a fear of rejection and perfectionism in your love life. This fear can manifest as an intense anxiety about making mistakes, as well as a constant desire to seek perfection in order to avoid criticism. These patterns can create emotional distance in your relationships as you become hyper-vigilant about avoiding any form of criticism or disapproval. Understanding these dynamics is not just a matter of self-analysis. It's a crucial step in breaking free from patterns that no longer serve you. It involves recognizing how your childhood experiences of approval and criticism have left their mark on your love style, and having the awareness to reshape it into something healthier and more conducive to genuine, unburdened love. In adulthood, you have the opportunity to rewrite the script of your love life, but it begins with recognizing how these early experiences have shaped your responses to approval and criticism. You can learn to seek self-validation, build self-worth, and create relationships that are not solely reliant on external approval. Next, we ask the question of how your attachment to your parents leaves a lasting mark on your love style. Imagine a childhood where you enjoyed a secure attachment with your parents. This means that you grew up feeling safe, loved, and consistently nurtured. Securely attached children tend to carry a sense of trust and confidence into their adult relationships. They are more likely to form healthy, balanced, and mutually trusting bonds with their partners. Their ability to express and receive love is often unburdened by fear or insecurity. On the other end of the spectrum, consider an attachment style that is anxious or avoidant. Anxious attachment might arise from inconsistent or unreliable caregiving during childhood. This can lead to patterns of clinginess in adult relationships. Individuals with anxious attachment often fear abandonment and may display heightened levels of neediness. On the contrary, avoidant attachment can develop when a child's needs are consistently dismissed or ignored. As adults, they may struggle with emotional distance, often appearing emotionally aloof and refusing to rely on others. Understanding how your early attachment dynamics with your parents connect to your love style is of paramount importance. It's a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. By recognizing your attachment style, you can take conscious steps to shift and shape your approach to relationships in ways that are healthier and more satisfying. It's important to acknowledge that these patterns are not set in stone. Through self-awareness and personal development, individuals can move from insecure attachment styles toward more secure, fulfilling relationships. We encourage you to take a moment to reflect on the insights we've uncovered. Your understanding of these connections can be the key to unlocking personal growth and creating more meaningful relationships. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. What aspects of your upbringing have you recognized in your love style, and how have you worked to transform them? Leave a comment below and share your experiences with our growing community of curious minds. And as always, please consider hitting that subscribe button and checking out the resources in the description. By subscribing, you'll not only stay up to date with our ongoing discussions on the intricate world of human psychology and relationships, but also become an active part of this engaging subject area. Until next time, take care.